Hey, how's everybody doing? I guess this is part two on the Miata. It's been a few weeks, but been busy at work. The shop is full. I got the lights off right now. The shop is full, lots full, so I've been real busy doing that. Let me wipe this camera off real quick. Hang on. There you go. Anyway, so we come up here and I put the jump box on it because the battery is obviously bad. Rolled the windows down. Car, we got it in Virginia. The last inspection was 2014. The tag is 2015, so it's been sitting for well, it hasn't been registered in 10 years. My dad bought this car years ago, and he passed away back in 2018 now, and I don't. He was in his 80s. I don't know why he bought this car, but he liked it, and he had a new clutch put in it and everything. And the car's been sitting. I took a rag and I wiped out some of the dust and junk off of it. The car does need painted, but I said in last video I was going to, I know the history of the car. My dad is. He owned the car for a long time. He owned it for a long time before. Well, I say a long time. He owned it a few years before he actually tagged it. But the tires are, the tread's not bad, but they're dry rotted and everything. So I'm gonna get new tires. My wife wants to get new wheels for it. I kind of like the factory style wheels, but she wants to get something different. And the clear coat's coming off, as they do. But we're going to paint it. We're going to paint it back red. It's originally red. But the interior in this car is really nice. It's in real good shape. I do need to get another steering wheel. It's kind of bleh looking. And they had a steering wheel cover on it, but that thing was nasty too. I say they, but my dad. Is that an airbag? Yep, sure is. It's a 93 with an airbag. You know they put airbags in the 93. Anyway, the top is not bad. I do want to get a new top for it. Where it comes together right here, I'm not going to fold it up, but it needs to be re-sewn. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool that the car has a roll bar in it. I had one of these once before, but it didn't have the roll bar, and the gauges were black in it. These are white. I don't know if anybody knows anything about them. I don't know much about these cars at all. We just had the other one for a short time. Got rid of it, but that was a long time ago. But anyway, it's been sitting for a while, and we're going to do a will it run on it. So we got to check some things out and see what's going on with it. See if it'll start. Like I said, it's been sitting for quite a while. So I don't want to put a year date on it because I don't know for sure, but it's been sitting for a minute, at least as long as I don't know if my dad had cranked it up or anything, before he passed away. But anyway, and that's been 7 years ago. So this is my first will it run video. So let's see what we can do with this today. I'm gonna get the phone to my wife, and I record everything with the phone, and we'll just start checking a few things. Let me get a rag over here. First thing I want to do is check the oil. We're definitely going to change the oil in it and everything, and I'm going to pressure wash all this under the hood. I got some real good degreaser. I'm going to do all that. It is a little low on oil, but that's enough to start it. So the oil's good. That's loose for some reason. Look at that. Of course, the brake fluid needs changed. It's dark. And I did notice that when I backed it in, slave cylinder, or the clutch is not working. It's got fluid in it. It's dirty, but it's in there. It looked like someone had changed the slave cylinder. It looks new-ish. I don't see where rats have tore anything up. The wiring looks pretty good. Got the little flip-up headlights. And no, I'm not going to put eyelashes on them. Air intake, everything looks good there. Of course, we'll check the filter out, make sure there ain't a mouse house in here. Fuel lines don't look bad. This is an AC car. And power steering. It does have power steering. Yes, here's the reservoir. Let's check it real quick. Alright, that looks good. Let's check that. Let me get a flashlight. Looks like there's any water in it. Coolant. It's a little moist in there, but it's low. I don't see where anything's been leaking.
So no eyelashes?
No, we're not doing eyelashes on this car. The hose is a little. They're still okay. The belts look okay. Don't look bad. Alternator's still on it, which is a good thing. Let's look at the fuses here. Make sure everything is nothing appears to be messed with. See, that's the thing about vehicles. People, that's part of my job. I worked on a vehicle yesterday that somebody monkeyed around so much with the wiring on the AC system on it that I had to completely redo it. And you know, but anyway, injectors look, well, they're there. Connectors are all there. I don't see it, surprisingly. I don't see where any mice have boogered with anything. I am going to get some antifreeze. I'm just going to put some water in it because I'm going to change all this. We're going to change the oil filter, brake fluid, slave cylinder fluid, air filter, you know, tune up stuff. And change the antifreeze. What I'm going to do is, like I said, I've never worked on one of these before. I've worked on about everything else. But anyway, I'm gonna pop this top off here and look at that filter, make sure there's not any mouse house in it. Oh, I got the wrong screwdriver. Stop this out of the way. So, move this wire out of the way. It looks like a 10mm. One's missing. I gotta get a bolt for that. Yep, they're gonna work on that one. Get a small one for that, or a screwdriver. That thing's kind of tight. Oh, it's got cruise control too. I just noticed that.
Where?
Right here. That's the cruise control.
This?
Yeah, it's a cable that pulls you.
Oh.
Pulls that. Yep. Let's see. Let me get a screwdriver for that. Socket that way there. I always try to keep my stuff together like that because the little nuts and bolts have a way of growing legs and walking away. Now we can take this intake hose off, but I don't think we need to. Just look at the filter. Or maybe we do. You just gotta be careful with all these old connectors and stuff. Yeah, let me pop this off of that. Do it the other way. I'll pull it over that way.
That's a smell.
Yeah, it's just old and moldy. It's been sitting. And these hoses get all brittle where they've been sitting for so long. Alright, there's the air filter. And there's a mouse house.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh.
So I'm gonna get the vacuum cleaner and get that mess out of there. Oh, that's a dead mouse.
Oh. It is.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
I guess he had to. I guess a Will It Run video wouldn't be complete without a dead mouse somewhere.
Is there another one in there?
I don't know.
There he is.
There it is.
Yeah.
The whole family bit the dust in the airbox.
Looks like it, yeah. Oh.
Let me get it. It's probably dark. Y'all can't see that in there, but oh yeah, there's a whole family down there. And just
There's some yelling, some bees.
there's all kind of stuff. It's like, doggone, what would you call that? That's like,
It's a zoo.
no, it's more like Golden Corral.
Ew.
There's another one right there, Dad.
Yeah. Oh.
Alrighty then. Alright, we're gonna get my little sucker junior here to get all this
Well,
out.
so it's a bit too much for.
Well, that's
That's a bit. That's
See
a
his
lot.
legs hanging out?
Yeah, I do.
yeah. There we go. And I'm gonna pull all this off of there, and I'm gonna put degreaser on that and pressure wash all this out. It's on the bottom side of it. It's not gonna get in the engine, but I don't want it to.
Right.
We're gonna get a new filter, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean this one out for testing purposes here.
Right.
Yeah, them mice, I swear, they'll, anywhere they can get their nose in, they're going to get in there, you know. All right, so that's, I think that's pretty good there.
That smell. It's like unreal.
Yeah.
So what do you think? The bees got in there and killed them?
Well, I don't know.
So why did they die in there?
You got me. They had to die somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we'll stick this back on there, and I'm gonna pull the spark plugs out and look at them. Like I said, this thing has been sitting for a long time, and at the very least, see, if it does start, I'm gonna have to drain the gas out of it. And these Miatas, if I'm not mistaken, the fuel pump's really accessible. You don't have to drop the tank, so I think what we'll do is just pull the pump and everything out of it, and just drain the tank that way instead of pulling a line off from up here. I don't want to disturb too much on these old fuel lines. I mean, if anything needs changed, I'm going to change it for sure. But I just don't want to mess anything up now. Something to stop it from starting, you know. All right. Excuse me. Everybody has their own. Excuse me. Everyone has their own thing that they do as far as when they do a wheel. Sorry, just had breakfast. A wheel it run.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I check the essentials. Water. We know it's low on water. I gotta top that off. It's really let the cap off of it, so I know. But I'm gonna pull these spark plugs out and look at them and see what's going on with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, somebody already marked them. Now the other Miata we had years ago, this I guess it's your I'm not familiar with these things. Doesn't have a distributor. It's just got a coil pack, and that's your cam position sensor. That's what was wrong with the other one that we had. I actually called the. I gotta get that out of there.
It was a 94, wasn't it?
It was a 94. Yeah, it's the same car basically.
What do you got to get out of there?
All that dust. You don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to.
Let that fall in.
Yeah, you don't want to take the spark plugs out and all that dirt fall down the engine. And I do need to put a socket on the engine, make sure it's not locked up or anything, which I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. But anyway, you got to be careful. More sucky thing.
I would. I think it's a good idea.
Turned it on.
Let's see.
Let me see if it will. If it does, I'll have to turn it back off.
All right. It is
It
warm.
is, well, it's warm right here because of the.
So, might not be too bad. I don't think so.
All right. Let's see what size spark
We'll have to
plug.
talk louder.
Let's see. There's still a little bit of grime down there, but not bad. Get a spark plug socket. Apologize, but it looks like I'm working kind of fast because I actually, that's how I'm used to working. You know, in the shop, you got to get things done as quick as you can so you can get something else in. Like I said, a lot's full. You got to get things. You got to knock them out. They don't look too bad. They need changed for sure. for this one anyway. So it doesn't look too bad. It's a little black, but it could be because of that air filter was as dirty as it was.
So what is the engine that's in this?
It's a 1.6 liter double overhead cam engine. They do make turbos for these. They do make turbos for these, and I've been looking. You know, I've been looking at them, you know, and I can turbo this fairly well. I don't know what everybody considers cheap, but nowadays, I gotta get a magnet. But you know, I can turbo this thing for under, you know, a couple $1,000. But I really don't know if I want to do that. These things run pretty good. The other one we had would, I don't want to say it would fly, but it run really good.
Oh, come out.
Yeah, it comes. There that is. Yeah, it looks the same. Looks the same. Gap might be a little bit wide. It's got Bosch Super Bosch. I don't know what that means. I guess it's a super plug. It looks good enough to run. Destroy the gap there. Put it down in. A little rubber thing in my spark plug socket anyway. It's supposed to hold the socket. I mean, hold the plug in the socket.
You actually don't usually get a chance to be on the actual camera, do you?
No, I don't. Alright, that's number 2. I actually like these little cars. They're pretty cool. I had every intention of just like flipping the thing, but
No.
well, for one thing, it's, you know, like my brother said, I actually bought it from my brother. But that's a little scummy down in there. But I ain't worried about that part. That part's what I'm worried about.
Right.
And it looks like the rest of them. It's kind of a chocolate brown looking color. It's like a good burn right there. Like I said, we're gonna put new spark plugs in it, so don't. This is just for testing purposes. See if things want to start. I'm not sure about the fuel system, and I did, you know, when the vehicles, especially fuel injected vehicles, sits for a long time, you know, the fuel system is usually what you have to deal with. You know, fuel pumps, you know, being locked up because they've been. Oops. So, keeping that in mind, I had,
What's that?
it's PB Blaster.
Oh.
Now that stuff stinks. It works good, but it stinks. My opinion. Some people like smell of it. That's been off of there too. That's loose.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you got a piece of steel threaded into a piece of aluminum, and they're dissimilar metals, and what they do, they kind of weld themselves from one to another. You just gotta work it back and forth. I've got a it's like a thread socket. You can fix the threads. always one in the crowd, ain't it?
Yeah, every time.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Woo! You're up on the back.
I say so.
Can't you take the hood off of it?
Eh.
Let's see if I can get better. Right here than over there. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
far of a reach for me. Oh, that was. Whew. A little bit bigger ratchet. Now I've seen people. It's like, I don't know if y'all watch Morski repair, but I like watching Morski. Morski's he does has a very entertaining channel, and he does really good work. But I've seen him take impacts, put a big impact on it, and zip spark plugs out. If you're working on something you care anything about, I don't recommend doing that. I've got a 1/2 inch drive. There's a 1 inch drive impact here. I can get them out, but just take your time with it. Work it back and forth like I was doing. A little PB blaster, and hopefully it'll come out. I'm thinking a little moisture got down in there because it's so hard to get out. Nope. Just all the threads up a little bit. So let's look at this one.
Okay.
Yeah, needs a tune up. The last run's a little sooty, but like I said, could be them. Could be the that air filter.
Woo.
Now what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna put some anti-seize on that because I don't want that to happen to you.
Okay.
And I've heard people say now, you know how that is, that if you put too much of this on there, you can actually ground the spark plug out. So I just put that much on it. You don't want to get it anywhere around your face, obviously. Now, or your ground strap or your electrode. You don't want to do that because it'll, from what I hear, that looks okay. That looks acceptable enough to start it. But like I said, the tune-up is gonna, if it runs, the tune-up is gonna be in this thing's history. And the anti-seize gives it a little bit of a lubricant.
Would you say in its future?
Future. Anyway. Yeah, once I degrease under this hood and everything and spray it off and everything, it'll, I don't want to say it'll look like new money, but it'll look a lot better. And you really want to do that on something that you're wanting to keep, whatever, because you know you don't know what animal's been hanging out on this thing. We've already found a little family of dead mice, and you don't know what's laying around, and you crank this thing up, let it warm up, and all of a sudden a mouse comes running out on fire or something, you know what I mean? So you want to spray it off.
No.
But we will. I like having my engine base clean on my vehicles. My old C10, my 80 C10. I keep it clean under the hood, and my 2019 Colorado, I keep it clean. Let's move this over here. I'll show you why in a minute.
What's that?
I said, let's move this plug wire over here. I said, I'll show you why in a minute. That way I can put this one there. You line them up. All right, let me grab a little bit of water and put in there, just see how low it is.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Got a little water here. Let's see how much. Yeah, see, it's moist down in there. It's moist. It's a little, you can see there's something's been in there. It's not dry. Well, maybe it is. Really wasn't that all that low. This one didn't have the half gallon of water in it, so. A little more in it. Well, maybe it does need a little more. See if it goes down. I wasn't prepared for this, but you know. Or I'd have had some water here. We got antifreeze here. Let me grab a little bit of water and be right back.
I really do like the shape that the seats are in. Well, they could use some cleaning. Radio and a CD player. I'm coming.
Yeah, it's open right there. Just a little more in it. I don't know why I'm worried about spilling it. It's just water. You know, the radiator really doesn't look that dirty inside either. I mean, the flues that I can see are not they're not corroded up or anything. I'm just trying to push a little bit of air out of it. Ooh, is that rust popping out? No.
Okay.
That's good right there. Alright, so you can see the level. It's up there. Japan. Yeah, that guy said in Fast and Furious movie, he's talking about parts. He said, Japan. Alright, now. We got oil, we got water. It's got electric fuel pump. The air intake looks good. Spark plugs look meh. Like I said, we're going to replace those. Oh, and I think these are your manual cranks to open your headlights. Yeah.
Okay.
In case the motor messes up. Now I do have a battery for this thing, but I'm just going to put I got the jump box hooked to it. So we can roll the windows down. Let's see.
Where you want me to stand at?
Right there's fine. This will be the first start in what?
7, 8 years?
7, 8 years, yeah. Let's see what she does. Ready?
Yeah.
quiet. What about that? My first wheeler run. Well, on camera.
Right.
But you can smell that old gas. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off. We're not going to run it anymore until we get the tank emptied.
Yep.
And get some fresh gas in it. And then we'll come back for the next video. Thanks.